It's the Scarlet Spikes Prematch Show. It's Lady United gets set to take on the Colorado Rapids at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, Colorado. Sitting with you. Thanks for staying up a little bit later than usual with us. Obviously, 9:30 kickoff from Commerce City, Colorado this evening. But Lady United again getting ready to take on the Colorado Rapids out west, and it's another road game for Atlanta United. It's another opportunity for them to get a win, get a win on the road. That is, do something that they haven't done all season long. So we will see. Obviously, I'm sure fans aren't too optimistic about Atlanta United winning, considering the way they've played, considering how things have gone this season. But yeah, as we mentioned the other day, the Rapids are a team in transition, and we will see what Atlanta United can make of that as, again, they take over the Rapids over at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. 9:30 kickoff, 9:30 Eastern Time kickoff, so about 9:40 or so official kickoff time, actual kickoff time from Commerce City, Colorado. As we wait for the lineups, definitely let us know in the chat what you think of the predictions, or let us know what your predictions are, I should say, what your impressions are of the match. Dan, thanks for joining us as always. Anthony coming in as well. He says 2-1 to the Rapids. As we, again, wait for the starting 11 to come out for Atlanta United. It looks like it has come out for the Rapids, and I might share that as well here in a little bit, but trying to pull up the Atlanta United lineups at this time, at this current point in time. Tommy unable to join us, Tyler unable to join us, as well as Henry. So just me tonight, as again, Atlanta gets ready to take on the Rapids. Again, if you're joining us, please get involved in the chat. Let me know what you think, your impressions of the match, what you think will happen. Again, not a lot of optimism for Atlanta United. Yes, the belief is there among the players. I mean, what do you expect them to say? I mean, even though there's about 9 matches left or so, but they still believe, hey, we can make the playoffs. But, realistically, it does not look like that will happen. I think what fans want to see is just some signs of improvement, some signs that this team is taking a step forward from past results. And, you're seeing glimpses here and there of good play, of quality play, but obviously it hasn't been there for a sustained 90 minutes. So hopefully we get that in Colorado for Atlanta United. See some other folks putting their predictions and impressions as well. Brett saying 2-1. He thinks Atlanta pulls out a win. Dan saying 1-0. One better cow. Getting the goal, he says. I assume Better Cal will be playing. I assume Alzate will be playing. And again, we'll find out here very shortly as we again await the lineups for Atlanta United. In case you missed it, Ronnie Dowd said after the match against CF Montreal that Better Cal and Alzate would remain in Canada for a few days. They had a visa appointment on Tuesday, I believe, in Toronto. And I would assume that things have progressed to the point where they can play for Atlanta United, if not altogether start for Atlanta. And we'll have to see as we have the lineups out for Atlanta. We'll go from front to back, or back to front, I should say. Break is out, of course, in goal. Left to right, Lennon, Gregerson, Mihai starting, and Hernandez starting at right back. Slish Miranchuk and Will Riley getting the start in place of Tristan William-Ba. Will Riley getting the start from the jump. Saban on the left, Miggy on the right, and then Latte Lot up top as striker. And Berrical and Alzate available for selection. So Berrical and Alzate should play for Atlanta United, maybe come in at some point in the second half. Let's look at the other bench players for Atlanta. Nick Sessick is back there. Brennan, Salma Safera, in case you missed it, was called up on a short-term agreement for Atlanta United, so he is available for selection. Kevin Togashi, of course, with Jamal Tiare injured. Jaden Hibbert, of course, and then William Ba, as we mentioned, with Will Riley starting in the midfield. Let me know what you think of this lineup. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know in the chat. Ulmer coming in as well. Thanks for watching as always. Ulmer saying 3-2 Atlanta. So Ulmer feels like there will be goals in this over at, I I keep thinking Dignity Health Sports Park, Dick Sporting Goods Park. So we will see what happens. Henry brought up a good point. The ball kind of flies around a little bit more at higher elevations in the Rockies. We'll see if that has any bearing on what happens with Atlanta United and Colorado this evening. Take you through the Rapids lineup going back to front. Zach Steffen, of course, in goal. Noah Cobb getting the start for the Colorado Rapids, um, much like Morales got against Montreal. Murphy, Cobb, Mixa, and Cannon going left to right of the back. Larraz and Bassett in the midfield. Larraz and Bassett starting as well. Sam Vine, Staring Yapi, Calvin Harris, and then Hafa Navajo starting up top for Colorado, who, again, I mentioned is a team in transition. Of course, traded Jordy Mihailovic to Toronto FC, and there was a lot of frustration among Colorado Rapids fans, as you might expect, about the trading of who accounted to be their best player, 9 goals for the team, joint leading scorer with Navajo. So there was some frustration, as you imagine, about that. And trying to see if Mihailovic started for TFC. It looks like he did. So Mihailovic starting right off the bat for TFC tonight against the Columbus Crew. I want to take you through, and please continue to let me know your thoughts in the chat here. I want to take you through other matches going on around MLS. Charlotte leading RSL 1-0 at Bank of America Stadium. Miami leading the Galaxy 1-0 at Chase Field. Montreal DC United level at 1. All these matches at halftime. New England 0-0. LAFC, New York Red Bulls 0-0 with the Philadelphia Union. TFC trailing Columbus at home 1-0. And Orlando City Sporting Kansas City is in a weather delay. Looks like a line of thunderstorms passing through Central Florida, so they'll get started a little bit later than planned. But that's what's going on right now. Yeah, us in Dallas later, Chicago and St. Louis later, Minnesota, Seattle, Colorado, of course, Atlanta this match, Portland, Cincinnati, and then tomorrow, NYCFC, Nashville, San Jose, San Diego, and Vancouver versus Houston. Colonel asking in the chat why Dyla will not play Hibbert. Makes 0 sense to play Guzan, and Dan kind of putting the counterpoint out there, preferring to let Hibbert get minutes until the last home game. Anthony on the other side of that argument saying ready for Hibbert to get the start. I think, yes, further on down the line, I feel like with a few matches left, when you're officially out of the playoff race, I mean, you pretty much are at this point, right? But when you're officially mathematically out of the playoff race, I think that's when you see Hibbert and the younger players start to get more time, because at that point, they'll have really nothing to play for except for pride. And again, you know, this team is just looking for a spark, looking for anything to spark their season and just show that, hey, there's plenty of optimism to be had for 2026. Right now, it doesn't look like it, but we expect a significant turnover in the roster at the end of the season. And who knows, maybe some guys who feel like their jobs may be under threat are able to spark things and get things going. I think about Lennon. Although I think he's gone either way. I think about William Boss, certainly a player with a lot to play for over these past 9 matches. Of course, the talking point was, why did he start against Montreal if he wasn't fully fit? I feel like when he does get ready to get back out there, he has a lot to prove. Lennon, I already mentioned. And I'll bring up Will Riley, a young player who is not under contract, I believe, next year. I think he has an option. I think Atlanta United will pick it up either way, but possibly showing that, hey, he has a future with this team. Luke Brennan, another player who wants to show I have a future with this team. Another player with option years. Well, actually, no, signed until 2027, option 2028, but still a player that wants more first team minutes in 2026. So guys like that are players that want to make a strong impression on not just Ronnie Dyla, but a strong impression on the front office as they determine, hey, what's our direction? What's our plan for 2026? Of course, with the winter will be the first major transfer window. Of course, this is the transfer window that's about to end, but Chris Henderson's already made his mark on this team to some extent with within this transfer window. The winter comes when you deal with contracts, you deal with expiring contracts, departing players, acquiring players, free agency, the trade window, etc. That's your opportunity to really dig in and say, these are the players that we want for 2026 and beyond, the players that we really feel will have a significant impact on getting Atlanta back to what it used to be. And then these are the players here on the other side of the table who we feel that need fresh starts elsewhere or no longer have a future with this team. So that's what I want to see more than anything. Play for pride, playing for the badge, playing for their jobs, really, because nothing is guaranteed. Maybe players who are under contract for a few more years, maybe they're safe. Imagine the DPs are safe, even though you're not getting total performance for them outside of Moranchuk, who has been on tremendous form of late. Almiron struggled. Latte Lot has struggled mightily. But at the same time, players outside of that need to show, hey, I have a future with this team. I can be a part of what Atlanta United is in the future. So that's what I want to see more than anything. Obviously, a win. I feel like you get a win on the road, you kind of have that confidence boost coming into next Sunday at home. But show some pride, play for the badge, play for each other, play for the fans, show the fans, hey, yeah, even though things have been very poor this season, we're not just packing it in and going home. Like I said, there have been some glimpses of solid play for this team over the past few weeks, and they haven't yet put it together. Hopefully, against the Rapids, they are able to do that. But yeah, it'll be tough. It'll be tough. I mean, um, with the elevation, I think they got there on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So at least they're a little bit used to it. But it's always tough for anybody to get out there almost a mile high. So that's going to be a factor. But again, just play with pride. Play like are proud to wear the badge, proud to wear Atlanta United colors, and go out there and hopefully get a win and come back home with 3 points. But yeah, Atlanta United and the Colorado Rapids kicking off about 9:40 Eastern time. Hopefully, we'll have three takeaways after. It's going to be kind of late with this one ends, but hopefully, we'll have three takeaways. We'll hopefully have our match review podcast coming up tomorrow on YouTube and then later on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeart. By the way, subscribe there, leave a review and anytime you want. View Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart. Give us 5 stars. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know how we can improve. Let us know where we're doing right and wrong. We want to hear from you. So Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeart. If you're watching for the first time on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, share our content. Go to scarfsandspikes.com. Go to patreon.com/scarfsandspikes. Get access to our Discord. It's available with all 3 tier levels, $1.17 a month, $5 a month, and $10 a month. And then follow me, SH Writes on X, shrights.bsky.social on Blue Sky, sidh.soccer on Instagram and Threads. Follow Scarves, the letter and Spikes on X, scarfsandspikes.com on Blue Sky, Scarves and Spikes everywhere else, including on Facebook, Instagram, and Threads.